Now the plan is to mount the cylinder on the case. Before we do that, in one of the earlier episodes we did the measuring and we honed the cylinders or the cylinder, and what we didn't do then was to deburr the edges, the ports, because when you are doing the honing you will get some sharp edges in the port here, and that can hook up with the spring on the piston spring, and of course that's not a good thing, and it will could end up in a total engine failure. So what we'll do now, I will use a small file and I will gently just deburr the edges, like just take off the sharp edges of all the ports inside before we mount the cylinder. Now I washed the cylinder and blew some compressed air through all the ports, so it's nice and clean. Had some oil on the walls. Now we will check the rings, the piston rings, and do the measurement of that, just confirm that they have the correct gap. So the way we do that is we place the ring in the cylinder and we use the piston to align the ring. So now it's completely straight. The gap should measure between 0.4 and 0.5 millimeters. So we try with 0.4. Okay, that goes through. 0.5. Yep. So there's a little bit drag, should be a little bit more drag, 0.75. You have to push in. So a little bit about 0.5 is the correct measurement of the gap here. That's on the high side of the spec, but we are not too worried about that. High side on an engine that is so old shouldn't be any problem. On the low side, that could be a big problem. This gap will close as the engine heats up, but this is of course the cold measurement. So I think we can live with that. We do the check for all the rings. Same, 0.5 plus. Yeah. So I guess it's 0.55 is the correct measurement, approximately. And as far as I know, that shouldn't be any problem for this kind of engine. Now we can mount the rings on the piston, and these rings have grooves and correspond to, there's a brass pin that actually the spring will be directed in the correct way, so you don't have to think about misplacing the rings. Okay, when that's done, we will have to check the side play of the rings in the piston, up and down play, and that should be 0.06 to 0.09 millimeter. So 0.06. Actually, that's not going in, so we're trying 0.05. So I guess it's about 0.04 then. 0.03. Anyway, there's a drag on 0.04 and 3, so what we have to do then is to actually sand down the rings in order to fit, because or else it will actually, when the engine is heating up, it will actually weld itself to the piston. So